Hi guys, it's Kirsten from the Daily Beauty Blogger. I'm here with Allie today, and she is going to show me an easy, quick updo to do when I have somewhere special to go. Usually I try to do something different and it ends up looking very sort of prom-y or wedding-y, and I just take it out. And so if you could show me an easy, fun, simple updo that I could do at home, that would be great.
Okay, so we just put a little bit of wave in Kirsten's hair before we film, just so she had a little bit of texture. If it's super straight, you don't get as much volume as you want. So we're gonna keep her part the way it is, and I'm going to part her from the top of her head down to the ear on both sides. And you need, for this you need an elastic, some bobby pins, and then some product, and either a teasing brush or a comb. I would definitely suggest the teasing brush. It does what the comb does, so it'll work better for you.
I like the teasing brush. I'm going to be making a little stuff.
Most people like it. It's really good. So actually, yeah, okay, we are gonna stick with that part. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna split her head like you would do half and half, half up, half down. And, you know, if she wanted a lot of volume, you could tease a little bit and get some volume up there. And
So you're teasing just a little bit at the crown.
yep, just a little bit at the crown, just to give you a tiny bit of volume up there so it's not so flat to your head. And then again, I'm going to take from that part that we made behind the ear and back. And I'm going to take, depending on how thick or thin your hair is.
Does a bobby pin? You're bobby pinning it?
Yep, I'm going to put 2 pins in for your hair. Again, this doesn't need to be neat.
Right. Now that's what I mean. I want something that's sort of like,
That you don't have to like.
it's a little messy but cute.
But cute,
You know, and I feel like I try too hard, and that's what it looks
yeah.
like, that I just try,
That you tried
and
too
then I
hard.
feel like I'm a 40-year-old going to prom. So not good. Not a good look.
Well, you could make this updo as high or as low as you want it, just like with anything really. So now we have the rest of this hair down here. So let's see how good I am at explaining this. So you're gonna take the rest of that hair, and now Kirsten has shorter hair, so if you had longer hair, if you have like really long hair, on the second pull through with the elastic, you wouldn't pull it all the way through. You would kind of pull it halfway through.
To make like a little loop.
To make it like a little loop, yep. But because your hair is too short for that, we're gonna pull it all the way through. And then this is where you can go in, and you can either, now, let's see how your ends. Now because Kirsten's hair is so short, I'm actually gonna tease your little ponytail.
See, I thought my hair was getting longer.
It is getting longer, it is. But what happens is when you put your hair up, you lose length,
Right.
obviously.
I know. I'm just kidding. So you're sort of making like a little messy.
So I literally just teased your ponytail.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
See it?
Actually, it's cute like that.
So now I'm gonna put my hand, oh, where am I looking? Okay, I'm gonna put my hand, the back of this, and push it in.
Yep.
And I'm literally just gonna place the pins.
Yeah.
So now you have some natural texture going on. So it's not super smooth and prom-y and, you know. And you can feel with the back of your head like where you want these pieces to go. You shouldn't need to use a ton of bobby pins, even if you have long hair. That's why you put it in the elastic. It takes most of the hair away so that you don't need to put 60 bobby pins in your updo. And you could also put this to the side if you wanted as well.
Oh, yeah, like a little side.
Yeah, you could do it to the side too. And you would do the same technique pretty much, just, you know, obviously over to the side. And don't worry if some pieces fall out of it. It's okay. So basically, and then you can go in and move the pieces with your finger if you want to. And there's a couple pieces hanging, so basically you have cute little messy bun back here. Now you're going to take the hair on the sides. Make sure you use enough product as well
So what products would you say? Hairspray?
I would
or
say
dry
hairspray.
shampoo?
Yeah, if your hair is super clean and it's gonna be really soft, I would suggest using a dry shampoo, a little bit of hairspray. That's gonna help. The dry shampoo will give it some grit if it's really clean.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna go in. And you just kind of wanna like run your fingers through these front pieces until you get it to the way that you want it to lay, depending on how tight or how loose you want it. And
So
you're
you
just
kind
gonna
of play a little bit with it.
Yeah, you do. You have to kind of play with how you want it to sit.
Yeah. That's a big thing that I've learned.
You have to be
more
like
recently.
patient, you know?
Yeah, that you just, it doesn't like necessarily happen perfectly the first time.
It
You just
won't.
kind of play with it and you're like,
Yep.
oh, I like it like that, and then that's
Yep.
how, you know.
That's exactly what you want to
Yeah.
do. And again, same thing on this side. You can leave as much out or bring as much back as you want. And I like it a little loose, but not too loose back here. So then again, you're just gonna pin those pieces.
And it doesn't feel like it's not killing me.
Which is key, like you don't want something
Yeah.
that's super tight, you know?
Right. Especially if it's for a night out.
Well, that's the thing. And then again, you can go through the top and pull if you want more volume up
And
top.
that is like one of the key things I'm learning here, is that
The
pulling-
volume?
Yeah, pulling that.
Well, sometimes when I do updos, people will say, oh, if I put it in a ponytail first, they say, oh, you just lost all the volume you worked on. And I said, nope, we're gonna go in and we're gonna pull it.
Oh.
So now you could even, like, this is like super loose and like messy and not super put together, but even if you were like, oh, I don't really want, like, I think this piece hanging down is kind of cute. But even if you said like, I want it tighter, or I want it more put together, I want it more loose, I want like, you know, maybe I want more pieces hanging, you can just play along with it, like until,
I love it, like.
yeah, like those pieces down, and then this little chunk is hanging, but if you were like, maybe I want that pinned up,
Yeah.
you just pin it. You just have to play with it until you get to what you want. And you see like how you can feel how I'm pulling these
Yeah.
pieces? That's spreading that bun out so that it's not so little and tight to your head. It also pulls the pieces apart so that it gives you more texture, a little more funky back
So I
there.
think the key thing I'm learning here too is that don't be afraid to play with it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That's definitely key, for sure. Like pull pieces out, and then if you're like, oh, I don't like that, all you need to do is bobby pin it. It takes 2 seconds, it's super easy. But that's a super quick, fun, then you could just put a little more hairspray in. If it's summertime,
Yeah.
use a little
Yeah,
bit of
definitely
smoothing
use the
spray. Yeah, a little bit of flyaway spray.
Yeah.
And if you're using the right stuff, you should be able to use a lot of product and not have it feel gross,
Okay.
which is key.
Yeah.
So,
No, I love it. It's so cute.
yeah, that took
Makes
us
you go on a
a
date,
few 5
you know?
minutes, right? And then you're ready to go, and that's it.
Wow, I like
Yeah.
it so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that's it, guys. Now you know how to do a quick and easy updo. If you have any other questions or you would like us to do a tutorial for you, leave a comment on the blog. See you next time.
Bye, guys.